reporting from the happiest place in the world. Wherever that means. Yeah, if you're on acid or something, I guess anywhere is the happiest place in the world. Alright, we're here to channel some energies and enjoy the genius of this music. Brilliant taste in music. Alright, came here to... The only reason I really came here is because it's Halloween. It has decorations. The only reason why I'm here. Alright, let's do some connections. Come here to get MK Ultra. So I bring my kid to be brainwashed here. I don't have any children, thank goodness. If I did, I'd bring him here definitely to be brainwashed. This is a brainwashing mecca, MK Ultra world, basically. CIA cover, doing itself good. Oh, got yourself some fans of MK Ultra world. I don't want to get too interfering with it. Definitely don't stand out here. I stand out. I don't belong here. I don't belong on this planet for the most part. So, as for connections, I think I have an idea is going to come through. Do the best we can. I'm not sure if I'm just going to go to Epcot or not today. I'm trying to take it easy, but might as well visit the mouse and explore the energies, the mind control, the CIA underground. Yeah, there is a vortex around the castle, obviously. To pull your mind in, there's a lot of Archon. Pull your energy. It's like sucking you. That castle is actually sucking you dry mentally. Of course, people aren't realizing. Of course, some merchandise stuff like here is doing that, but the castle's the main hub. That's where the main portal is, basically. If you believe in that type of stuff. Most of humanity, who cares? As long as I got my Donald Duck or what the hell this stuff is. That's all that matters. Eventually this stuff will start coming to life. Will be kind of fascinating. All this stuff comes from astral, of course. Alright, so we're gonna do connections and get the hell out of here. I might go to Epcot just to get it over with. We'll see. So those other things I was gonna say, but I can't remember. It doesn't really matter. Alright, take care. Here we go. This is J-Rod, greetings. This is Zeta Grays. How appropriate for us to be in this area for our connection. Yes, there's a lot of Annuaki mind control going on, yes, all across our planet. Of materialism, but to get you to spend, to keep money keeps you into the matrix thought patterns, as you can see. As your humans are able to awaken themselves, they will find they don't need finances anymore. Basically, they can create a home with your vibration. That will happen over time. Basically, you become more free. Because souls right now aren't free, as you can see. Yes, even your money is kind of like an Archon connection. It just kind of keeps a number on you. It keeps track of you in some ways, as you can see. Of course, the dollar is a stronger energy because it does have a physicality and a number placed on it, so it is tracked everywhere it goes. With digital, it's done differently. They actually prefer more of the physical dollar than actually the digital dollar. I know that sounds strange, but in certain because they want to see the movements with your government entities, because they can watch everything. They can watch the progress of a dollar go from one hand to the other. At least when it's spent, it is registered. Let's put it that way. And your new diagnosis of your existence here, your new soul transformation. Basically, souls will become more healed, as many are having aches and pains and having difficulties thinking and having mobility problems. As you awaken, this will become less of an issue, which is pretty obvious, but some are having mental issues. Basically, yes, they do it to get attention, but it is much more than that. Some feel like they can't go on anymore in this reality. So their legs stop working, their body stop. So basically, it's another way for them to have an exit point, not just from this life, but from this world altogether. So those are having a lot of difficulties moving around, always a physical problem. Many of them are not going to re-enter this world ever again. To give you a more understanding of that. Now those are quadriplegic, it's different with them because they have a mission. A lot of it's, yes, a mobile mission, basically on a chair, then on walking. They have their reasons for it. Some is done by mistake, but even mistakes that lead to that it's still part of their contract, as they decide to see a different way of life. If their karma, whatever it might have been of their choice, is different for everybody. One moment. Realize also your candy is actually to uplift your energy. Of course, it has a lot of sugar that actually downgrades you. But actually candy, remove the sugar, remove the artificial sweeteners. It actually was there to heighten your vibration. The color of it can actually open you up more. Of course, in this world, yes, the colors are very attractive. The colors are there for a reason. It's whatever color that resonates with you that you need at that time, but it's also supposed to open you up instead of shut you down. So this world, yes, is backwards in many different ways. Basically, yes, as the Annuaki manipulations begin to wear off, and it will eventually, when humans are allowing themselves to see beyond this reality, the third dimension energies, not to be so controlling over the mind. As you can see, the job situation of many of you is indoctrination to thought patterns. It forces you to weigh how you think, and that was done by Anunnaki, Archons. Basically, they don't want you to be free once again. As more free you are, you become to create more nature around you. This concrete will be turned more into a nature, grass, plain, grassy energies. All of this will become, these trees that talk to you more, even move. Right now they don't want to move because it'll cause a lot of difficulties, but they can, but they choose not to, of course, for many reasons. Your hurricane issues, yes, has a lot to do with the vibration of the earth. Humans are just having difficulties with their own lives. Some just need a kick in the butt. It is different for everyone because different souls have different reasons to experience. Some are also, yes, for a timeline change. It is time to go. It's time to remove from that area. And some are also, it's also your spirit, your higher selves are also causing this too, letting it happen. It's because you become so locked into materialism, you don't know anything else. So it's hurricanes, when they do attack, and other weather anomalies can actually open yourself up. It can also change you basically into a more spiritual based understanding, because you're all spiritual already. This Archon, vehicle you're in right now, yes, it has its benefits, but many are outdoing its benefits and no longer receives them, no longer need it anymore. One moment. So what's happening now with the Zeta is, yes, we're connecting more to your society. We're going to become more apparent in your vibrations over time, basically for sightings. Nothing too abnormous, nothing too, not too much, but you'll see the Zeta vibration increase. Basically, as we reconnect to your consciousness, we've been actually keeping distance because many are fearful of it. That vibration has died down quite a bit. Enough where we are allowed to speak more. We've been muted for many reasons. Once again, those that are even awake or have a great fear of us. Because they feel like it's a manipulation, we're going to shut them down. There are beings that are doing that, but let me tell you, the Archons are a lot worse than that, us, by far. And you don't realize they're on an Archon timeline that can make one not think very clearly and shut one's mind down. As your thoughts are being removed, that's mostly from an Archon manipulation. Archons are basically there too. They see you as their fathers. They see you. They are your fathers. They are your parents in a lot of ways. Some of your Greek mythology come from Archon manipulations, allowing Palladians and Syrians to manipulate your society to see what would happen. Of course, some of it got out of hand. Your Syrians also being re-invited back to this earth. Some of them have been kicked away for some time. Even the Zetas have been too. As we go into a more of a united earth, basically what we're saying, this information is going to become more known to you around your world. So we're not going to be misunderstood anymore. We're just gearing up at this time. So prepare much more.
You make it real, you're the one I want. And to me, we are just like art. You are like me to my autumn rain. And I know that baby I want. Moving down a lonely road, carrying a heavy load, looking for that someone to hold. You came in, you shook my peace. You tore down my walls with ease. You turned dust into gold. You make it real, you're the one I want. And to me, we are just like art. You are like me to my autumn rain. And I know that baby I want. Yeah, funny how life can be. Sometimes you just don't know. We're running but got no control. But baby, when I saw that smile, knew that I'd be just fine. You turned us.
Greetings to you. I am Gwendolyn with Annuaki. Greetings, you're still connecting to this one's vessel at vibration. Realize most alien beings can channel without a technology. Only those that aren't really that sophisticated, that have difficulties, that have to use technology. Some of them are basically scattered brain aliens, basically. As we connect to you at this time, yes, you're going to a more of a fifth dimensional mindset, as you're allowing yourself to shift out of the 3D environment, because many of you find this reality dull, basically. It goes much more into basically what it has, what there is to teach is coming to an end. So you feel like many of your humans are going to hold on to the past as they already do. They collect antiques and items of the past. They're holding on to the past, not willing to shift out of the third dimension. So this is why many are collecting items and antiques. They feel it's harmless, but actually it's the soul not willing to move forward.
Brain will come from Mars.
As you graduate more to a higher dimensional vibration, you will receive more information, of course, of your ascension process, that you're going in the right direction. And you are technically, yes, but many are kind of stagnated because they've gotten comfortable with the old ways of life, as you can see. So as you walk through the earth, you see a different energy field. You will see this reality shift out. You're already here. This vortex is around that castle area, but much more than that. Many carry vortex energies within themselves into our astral. This is why they're uploading lower vibrational thoughts and all that. It's not always done intentionally, but because of the mindset of third dimension, it's easy to connect with that. Because it's realize also the belief system leads into a dark place, as many of you are realizing. And also basically many are in a material background, as you can see. Materialism is another way of keeping one from becoming a serial killer or a difficult being on your planet, basically. Materialism is also a diversion from one's spiritual path, as you might see in your observations. Men are having difficulties. See, they do everything they can. They grab whatever they can. If it's sports, is it materialism, whatever it might be, to avoid themselves in the universe. Because you can crack open that shell if you wish to. Now, those that have incarnated here in a long time, ancient Atlanteans or many, yes, humans have incarnated into this earth and became very stubborn and very easy to program. So those that shut down your earth is mostly a earth starseeds, as you call them. Basically, souls created through this earth are the ones that shut down Atlantis. They're the ones that became most corrupt the quickest. The rest of you that incarnated through Atlantis from other places were not affected by it. Well, you were affected by it, but you weren't the cause of it. Some of you became the cause of it over time because like there's nowhere else to go but down, basically. I imagine many of you can connect. So those that are easy prey are the ones that have not really advanced themselves in other star systems, as many of you have. So of course in this world, many are afraid of their own abilities. They've shut themselves down for a reason. A lot of it's fear. It's fear of the unknown. They'd rather shut it down and be just a programmed human, as you can call it, basically through Annuaki progress. Even it's basically, one moment. There's no harm here to be materialistic because it's seen by others, as you can see. It is normal. It is normal to come to places like this. This is called normal, but also it's a distraction, as you can see. And it will become more apparent as many as you open up more information will come in, and basically what's keeping your planet the way it is. It's hard-headedness for the most part. It is diversions. Once, yes, they said this is not real, then they divert themselves to materialism or some kind of sports. They find some way to get away from this information to be programmed by another entity. To give you more understanding of that. So there's a lot of, one moment. There's a lot of energies here that are not fully understood. Will be down the road as you break through this third dimensional mindset. It is a complicated direction, as you can see. It's basically you are relearning how to be a galactic human. You're teaching humanity how to do it. Many of them are blocking your way, as you can see. Once again, they don't want to change. They're holding your earth hostage. If you look at it, they're holding themselves hostage, which even cause health defects if down the road. They might say you're not real, but then they cause themselves headaches and some kind of health problem. It can, depending on how much outrage they throw at you. They're actually throwing it at themselves. So as you bring love into this environment, you're going to kick it off and say that that's not love, when in fact it truly is. So yes, there's many things to learn about your reality, but love, Earth has yes lost the vibration of love. It is add materialism to it, and other definitions, which downgraded its vibration. Much love to you.
You make it real, you're the one I want. And to me, you're just like art. You're like me to my rain. And I know that, baby, I won. Feel like we own this town, we are never
Greetings to you, I'm Enola. Positive Archon, greetings to you. As you go through your energy stream, your heart chakras, all your chakras, use your heart chakra to see where you are at. As we do bring our knowledge to other alien beings of your ascension and where you are heading. We have to go through thought patterns basically. As basically is to allow more beings to connect. We do guard your planet very well. As you might see, maybe too well guarded in some ways. But another reason why humans are having so difficulties here is for alien visitation. Yes, the human is not ready, at least emotionally. Many of you are, but most are not. Most are still in the childhood way of looking at the world. They have connected their inner child and it's brought them down, and it's hard to release that side of themselves. Yes, they might be of older age, 50 or 60 years old, but some of them are truly holding on to the old ways of life. Just like an antique, they're holding on to the old ways of thinking. Has not happened in future generations, past generations of alien contact. It has, but that has not been worldwide. So it's hard to adapt to a new way of life, basically. You can't look at your ancestors and say, yes, they come to the Zetas and the Arcturians. And of course, there's a picture of us all together when we went to Disney World. You don't have that in your vocabulary or your thought patterns at this time. You are shifting into that more paradigm. As more of you awaken, you'll have an awakened person within your family, basically. All of you will have a strange one, a star seed. You're all star seeds, but many of them neglect that side of themselves and shut it down because they're not ready to experience it. But most of you are allowing the spirit within you to shift, which brings you into another way of thinking. This new way of thinking basically will continue. Basically, if you always had someone strange in your family, it's about to get even more stranger, basically. Because that strange one is most likely connected to the alien energies, just not fully understanding it all. A lot of them are actually mantis on your planet that have reincarnated as human and can't have enough of adventure, basically surfing, whatever it might be. Love every bit of it. So yes, the oddball in your normal family is most likely an alien being that reincarnated with you. Usually it's a wild and crazy one. Sometimes they slow down, sometimes they don't. Depends on the being. They give you also more indications of your timeline shift. Yes, your DNA is being altered slowly as you are all walking and living in this world. It will eventually come into a new paradigm, basically. A new way of life, basically. A new download. As for alien sightings in your skies, it's already happening, you're just not seeing it. They're everywhere among you, of course. They are watching, yes. There are mostly Palladian vibrations here, to give you an example. There are some Yael are usually around spas and rejuvenation places. Even mental health areas, Yael are actually excellent for mental health. They're good at talking to people. But for your energy source of you shifting, to give you more understanding and idea of where you are heading, is basically a more advanced human. You're going to teach your fellow humans here that usually used to be materialistic about to connect to themselves. And yes, some of it might go into a different nature, sexual nature, mental nature, of looking at things differently. Some of you yes will have also love making will definitely get better as you remove the manipulations on your planet. Yes, much is going to shift. Much is going to change. It's time for a new way of life, as many of you are realizing. Some are finding dull and uninterested in this reality. A lot has to do with the AI energies coming into your world too. Is that your world is pausing for sometimes it has to pause and get boring for new vibrations to come in. Nothing too exciting yet, as it will get, but it's like you say, the stage is being put together and behind you, basically, in the background. That's usually how it works, to give you more indication of what's happening. So, that's all we have for you at this time. Blessings.
Significant. was needed. Gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing. Faces merge and change, but your face remains the same. The swallows will be here by dawn. And when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. A significant life.